Well, my question's for João Paulo. Can you take us through your thought process leading up to your goal? And did you know that that was going in as soon as it left your foot?
A pergunta, João Paulo, a pergunta é, você pode contar para a gente o seu pensamento, como você pensou durante a jogada e se você sabia que a bola ia entrar no momento que ela saiu do seu pé?
Bom, quando eu vejo que ela sobra na entrada da área, eu penso em chutar no segundo toque, né? Então eu ajeito no primeiro e bato no segundo, porque não ia ter como fazer diferente disso, né? Mas eu senti sim que se não fosse gol ia ser quase, porque eu peguei muito bem nela e vi que era um gol.
Well, when I saw the ball there near the box, I felt it was a good opportunity. I knew that I wanted to shoot it 2 times. So first I controlled, preparing for the shot, and I felt that if it wasn't into the goal, it was going to be at least very close, because I felt really good about how I touched it.
Chris Francis, Cover 7.
Hey guys, this is for both of you. If you can, they'll ask you about the game. I'm sure you get a lot of questions about that. I want to know about the fans, how it felt to have them in there. Did it lift you guys up? And did it feel almost normal tonight, in a way?
Augusto, why don't you go first in Spanish?
La pregunta, Raúl, era si cómo se sintieron hoy día en el partido, cómo se sintieron por el hecho que había gente en el estadio, si ya se sintió acá casi como normal el partido.
Nos sentimos muy felices, creo tenerlos en casa apoyándonos, alentándonos es lo que nos motiva, ¿no? Entonces, muy feliz de tenerlos de nuevo en el campo y espero poco a poco volver a una normalidad.
Da minha parte também, acho que a atmosfera é outra, né, quando a gente tem nossos fãs aqui. É uma força maior também que a gente tem dentro de casa. Hoje, em alguns momentos, a gente estava oscilando um pouco e deu para sentir que eles estavam do nosso lado e ajudaram a gente a construir o resultado.
Augusto, go ahead.
I feel very happy to have our fans back at home. It was very important to feel their support. And I'm happy also that little by little we're going to get more people into the field and into the stadium, and the support is going to grow.
Now João Paulo's answer. On my end, the atmosphere was great. We felt the strength of the fans. At some point during the match, we were oscillating a little bit, but we felt their presence and that they were on our side, and that helped build the result.
Nico Moreno.
Thank you, Matt. La pregunta es para Raúl. Raúl, simplemente quería saber de ti 2 cosas. Primero, obviamente, la importancia de iniciar con un doblete como el goleador que eres, y si en algún momento de tu carrera te acuerdas de haber abrido o debutado la temporada con un doblete.
The question was, Raúl, I want to find out from you a couple of things. So the first thing is, how do you feel by starting the season with a brace or with a double goal in the game? And also another question is, if throughout your career, have you ever started a season with 2 goals on the match before?
Que yo recuerde mi carrera, haciendo poco que se me vino a la mente, no. Creo que es la primera vez que inicio anotando 2 goles. Y es muy bueno para un delantero. Anotar 2 goles, eso te va a llenar de confianza. Pero más que todo, feliz por haber obtenido 3 puntos. Eso es lo que me llena de felicidad.
From what I recall, I don't think I have ever started a season with 2 goals on my first match, so I'm very happy for that. But what I'm really happy for is that we actually finished up the game with 3 points, which is something that I think is the most important thing. But it is very good for a striker like me to start a season like this with 2 goals, so it's a motivation.
Alonso Contreras.
Thank you, Matt. This question is for Raúl. Raúl, felicitaciones por los 2 goles. La primera pregunta es, ¿cómo te sentiste después del penal? Y estos 2 goles, ¿a quién se lo dedicas?
So the question was for Raúl on, well, first congratulations on the first win, but also I wanted to ask you, how do you felt after the PK, the penalty, and then who are you dedicating these 2 goals today?
No es la primera vez que fallo penal. Creo me sentí normal, tranquilo, nunca bajé la cabeza, siempre pienso positivo. Entonces eso es lo que me llevó a poder anotar los goles, que nunca bajé los brazos, creo que lo que me identifica a mí. Y muy feliz de poder anotar los goles, esto me llena de confianza para el inicio de pretemporada. Es mi segundo juego en el año, entonces poco a poco voy a agarrar ritmo porque no tuve un buen juego, pero los 2 goles creo que me llenan de confianza y espero seguir por ese camino.
I think this is the first goal that I have ever missed, so that is another first one. But after the game, after the PK, I felt, I mean, it didn't feel good, but I felt okay, and I felt as well that I kept my composure, so I could continue to be focusing to the game, and that helped out that later I was able to score the other 2 goals. Now I have to, this is my second game during in the whole season, so I'm kind of like starting to get into the rhythm, and I think as games continue to progress throughout the year, I'm going to be able to keep improving and keep being effective.
Jada Evans.
Congratulations on the win. This question is for João Paulo. Wanted to ask you, it seemed in the first half that you guys were kind of struggling a little bit with the new formation. Can you, is that true? And what adjustments did you guys make at halftime to come away with the win?
João, a pergunta foi no primeiro tempo, parecia que você estava com um pouco de dificuldade com a nova formação e que tipo de ajustes foram necessários?
Normal, primeiro jogo da temporada, mudança de formação, tem vários fatores aí que fazem a gente oscilar. Acho que a gente vai oscilar ainda nas próximas partidas, não vai ser uma coisa rápida, né, para ter essa mudança, mas acredito que a gente teve algumas mudanças para o segundo tempo, alguns ajustes, principalmente na saída de bola. A gente conseguiu também pegar um pouco mais a segunda bola no meio de campo e foi construindo a partida assim. A equipe mostrou muita força aí mental, né, para conseguir esse resultado.
It's normal. It's the very first match of the season, so the new formation. There are other factors as well that contribute to some oscillation. It will happen again, but the good news is that we made the adjustments for the second half, particularly when it comes down to building up the play. We started to win the second balls in midfield, and that started to build the strength of the team. And the important thing is to build the result.
Go to Masvidal.
Thanks, Matt. Hey, this is for both of them, similar to Jada's question. But asking, once they started winning the balls in the midfield, did they change anything on the last third? Any different runs inside the goal box to open up space for the full goals?
João Paulo, a pergunta foi justamente depois de vocês começarem a ganhar essa segunda bola, quais foram os ajustes no último terço, qual a movimentação na área para conseguir mais chutes a gol?
Acho que não tem uma receita assim específica, né? A gente conseguiu conectar mais passes, movimentações simples, né? Ajudando o companheiro, trocando mais passes, e assim a gente foi conseguindo avançar no campo e ter mais chances para concluir em gol. A gente tem jogadores na frente com uma capacidade técnica e de finalização muito grande, então quando a gente tem esses tipos de jogada e chances para finalizar, a gente é muito perigoso.
The answer, There's no particular recipe. We just started to connect better with simple moves, helping and finding our teammates, and that way start to build the play. We have players up front that are very strong when it comes to technique and conclusion, so we know that every time that we can build a play and move like that, we can be dangerous.
La pregunta, Raúl, fue, después de conseguir las segundas pelotas, ¿cuáles fueron los ajustes y los cambios, el segundo gol, cuáles fueron los ajustes y los cambios que hicieron en la tercera parte de la cancha para poder tener más control del partido?
Creo que, bueno, uno lo acaba de decir, ganar la segunda pelota fue importante y tener más movimiento. Creo que el segundo tiempo tuvimos mucho más movimiento y generamos más espacio y jugamos mucho más fácil, ¿no? Creo que esa fue la clave de conseguir la victoria.
Well, I think it was already said now, but the second ball, or getting the second ball was extremely important. And it was very important because it also allowed us to have much more movement around the field. And with that movement, better plays came along, so we were able to be more effective.
All right, guys, we have time for one more question, so we'll go to Felipe Maqueda.
La pregunta es para Raúl. Raúl, siempre cuando se cambia de formación crea dudas en la afición, crea dudas en la prensa, pero el resultado dice otra cosa. En el primer tiempo no cayeron los goles y en el segundo tiempo se forjó el equipo. ¿Cómo te sentiste tú jugando en esta nueva formación y cuál fue el discurso del entrenador en el medio tiempo?
So the question was, every time that there is a change on the formation of a team at the beginning of a season, there are always doubts on the fans, there are doubts on the press, and it brings all these questions. The question now is, how do you feel with this new formation? During the first half, the balls were not really coming into the goal, but in the second half, things changed and the goals really happened. So how do you feel with this new formation and this new strategy?
Es nuestro primer juego con esta formación. Ya hemos tenido partidos en la pretemporada, nos ha ido muy bien, pero a pesar de ser el primer juego, creo que nos ha ido muy bien. En el primer tiempo no nos ordenamos como queríamos, no nos salió como queríamos. Pero en el segundo tiempo creo que salimos totalmente diferente, ya que el profesor nos ordenó, nos dijo que tengamos calma, que las cosas van a salir, y yo ya me tiré un poco más de 9 para poder generar un poco más espacio, generar más movimientos. Entonces creo que esa fue la clave, ¿no? Es una formación complicada, pero mediante pase el tiempo lo vamos a agarrar el ritmo, ¿no?
Gracias.
So this was our first real game playing with this formation, and even though during the preseason we played a few games with this was a real first test of formation. And yes, so during the first half we were still trying to adapt and trying to figure it out, and then at halftime the coach was very clear with us that we needed to keep calm and keep trying the same way, and that things were gonna happen. So we did that, and thankfully the goals are starting to come. Now, throughout the season, as we keep making progress and we feel more comfortable with this new formation, I believe that things are going to continue to improve.